Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tom with Concrete with the Hosses. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're giving this patio a treatment. It hasn't had sealer on it for about 4 to 5 years, and it's looking kind of dull, but it doesn't mean it needs torn out. It just needs some TLC. We have this patio and it's aged and it just doesn't look very good. A lot of common problems is the sealer wears off, then it just doesn't shine anymore, looks dingy no matter how much you clean it. So yesterday, cleaning crew came in and power washed it, got all the debris out of the saw cuts and the joints of the rocks and borders, so forth. Got it all clean. So I just wanted to leaf blow it real quick and get the pollen off it. So what we do next is I have a sealer here.
Here and talk.
I have a sealer. My daughter's telling me what to do. Emily, by the way, is I have a sprayer full of xylene, and I spray that on the surface, and I take a stiff bristle broom and scrub it in, and you'll see when the sealer turns a little bit gooey. And you can do a little bit more after that, but that's about when it's done. So I'll go ahead and do that while film crew Emily keeps rolling. As you can see, I just put a nice heavy coat on it. It evaporates fairly quick, so there's some overcast. This is a good day for it. You're not in the direct sun, so it'll lay there and work a little bit. I try and do from joint to joint. We get this whole area really saturated. And right there is how it should look when it's all sealed. That looks almost as good as the day we poured it 15 years ago. When I was a young guy then. Younger guy. So I'm going to stop with that about there. And you can walk through this at this point. It's not going to hurt anything. Just set that down. You want to use a plastic stiff bristled broom. Just get on there. And get it scrubbed. Right now it's really slippery. But it gets kind of gooey. And just give it a quick scrub. It really doesn't take long at all. So I'll go ahead and do the entire patio, and then that'll dry, and I'll follow this up with just a light coat sealer, and that's really all it'll need. And don't forget the gator grip in the sealer for traction. Start sealing now, and I like this Butterfield clear guard. I like this Butterfield Clear Guard. We've had real good luck with it. Gives it lots of protection, some shine. Just a little helpful tidbit of information. When you're pouring a full bucket into a sprayer, put the spout up top and start pouring it that way. And you can get a nice easy pour without spilling it everywhere. Then when the can gets about halfway empty, flip it over. So fill it up about maybe just over half. I'm about half full right there. So then I go ahead and put my gator grip in now. Well, there's different name brands. We're using traction control from Butterfield today. Until they start sponsoring, it's all about the same. So I put about a half a can per sprayer full. Seems to be what works. Just toss that aside. And then at this point, what I have found works, because you can't get the good old-fashioned sealer anymore, I take my xylene and I put about a half a gallon per sprayer of sealer. Just dump it in there. Make sure you wear gloves and do this in a well-ventilated area. There's some odor with this stuff. Out here now, there's a nice breeze. It's really not too bad, not bad at all really. But it could give you a headache. It could be some side effects there. I don't know. I can't remember. And then go ahead and finish it off with sealer. And that helps dissolve the shark grip, the traction control in there. You can see how it splashes a little bit, but it's starting to pour pretty good. So now I'm about, I don't know, 6 inches down from the top of the sprayer. Ready to start sealing. Almost. You can look in there and it's pretty dissolved. It goes really fast. You see some clumps of it, but as soon as you give it a little stir, they disappear. Go ahead and lock the top on, make it sure it's good and tight, and then give it a couple pumps. And go ahead and just give it a shake. Like if I just sprayed up there, I'd either be missing spots or getting it all over that stonework. So you just hold it, hover it right above that. And it's really that simple. And just go right around the table. Just holding it up a 1/4 inch so the sealer blows under there. So look at the shine on that patio. And notice we haven't seen this color come out of that patio like that for, it's probably been 4 or 5 years since I sealed this. It just brings that original color right back out. Very seldom do you ever have to add more color to the concrete. Just nice even strokes back and forth. And another trick of the trade, I guess, is 2 even coats. 2 light coats is better than 1 heavy coat. So just let that tack up a little bit, do another section, and just come back to it and mist it, and try and go the opposite direction, and it should turn out pretty nice. sealer's nice and dry. I just wanted to give you a final look at the product. Notice the nice shine that everything has. Gator, the traction controls in it, it's really not that slippery. There's some good traction there. Nice color. It turned out really well. I'm sure it will for you too. Thanks for tuning in.